At St. Francis of Assisi School, kids not only get an education, they're taught to become an inspiration.
It's not just that you can make a difference, you were created to make a difference.
That's why, even before the pandemic, kids at St. Francis, St. Simon, and the other Region 5 diocesan schools were raising money for blessing bags filled with personal hygiene items such as a toothbrush, deodorant, and shampoo.
We called the program South County Students Helping South County Students.
Because the blessing bags were for the students in the Hancock Place School District in Limay.
Many of our students face multiple barriers, challenges to learning.
Hancock is one of the most at-need districts in the state. Around 80% of students qualify for a free or reduced price lunch. But there was another concern. Some of their students were coming to school in dirty clothes.
I think many of us, when we think of barriers to learning, we think of things like not having a computer at home. But I think we'd be hard-pressed to find any adult, or especially grade school level students who would think of having clean clothes, clean, dry clothes as a worry or a challenge.
It really shocked me because it just showed that not even 15, 20 minutes away, there's kids that have this issue.
Wanting to do more, the teachers and kids got an idea after watching 5 on Your Side.
That week aired your story, making a difference on the Thunderwear Challenge.
1, 2, 3.
The Thunderwear Challenge pits Koriezu Academy versus St. Joseph Academy to see which school not only wins their basketball matchup, but can donate the most new pairs of socks and underwear to the St. Patrick's Center homeless shelter. 896! The Region 5 schools decided to have a challenge of their own. Raise enough money so that Hancock schools could buy a washer and dryer.
Our kids got on the PA every afternoon and they told the stories that they heard about Hancock.
We would be like, we raised $400 today. Can we try to get to $450 tomorrow? And that really just inspired the students.
The goal was $2,500, but the end total was a whole lot more.
So our final count was $5,246.16.
Now, during this pandemic, the washer and dryer are especially needed.
We've identified those families that are the neediest, and our guidance counselors will work with those families.
It's a good reminder.
Just because you may be younger doesn't mean you can't have like an influence on any issues.
South County Kids helping South County kids. Showing the best education we can get is by what we give.
I'm so proud of them.
The schools also want to give credit to Goedeker Superstore, which gave a huge discount on the appliances, and the extra money is going for more clothing and blessing bags for Hancock families.
Keep going, rolling, 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 roll.
5-year-old Iris Drone has always been up for anything. But then the pandemic changed everything.
Don't hit me. You got me.
We picked her up from school one day and then she wasn't able to go back.
So on your piece of paper, while we're waiting for our friends to join.
That was true for most kids who began remote learning, with the key word being remote. That is until Miss Melissa on Wheels. Melissa Luster, a preschool teacher at University City Children's Center.
Okay, how big should we be? Ready? It's so big.
Now makes house calls.
You go through, I go through. Ready?
She still gets emotional talking about how the pandemic changed her job.
I just miss the kids being in the classroom, having relationships with them.
So if the kids couldn't be in the classroom,
okay,
she decided to bring the classroom to them.
Our apartments are almost twins.
Several days a week, she loads books, games, and educational toys onto a cart, and she's ready to roll.
Where do you think the tunnel should go after we hop through? Parents need breaks. And someone did it for me, and so I'm doing it for parents. This is the most important part because you get to use your eyes and your hands at the same time.
She gets to know every kid so well and really genuinely treats them like her own.
There you go.
Melissa says she's wanted to be a teacher all her life, believing you can change the world one child at a time.
They're developing their identity at this time, so you have to give them fostering moments where they can have that time to understand the world around them.
For Iris, who has known Miss Melissa all her life,
all the little iris are swimming in the water.
These sessions give a whole new meaning to homework.
My name is IRIS.
Absolutely.
She just lights up when she sees Melissa's face.
While mine are pink like cotton candy.
The best teachers give their lessons not from a book, but from their heart.
I'm so proud of you, okay?
Okay.
And keep doing everything because you are the best. That's right?
Right.
Yes. I let them know I'm here for them.
It's just a very gracious, generous thing for the kids, for all of us.
Thank you.
COVID may have disrupted the classroom.
Thank you, Iris.
But in University City, Miss Melissa is making sure the wheels are still in motion.
I enjoy what I do.
At the Young House, when the school day ends, the work begins.
Music is such a great way for children, I think, to express themselves.
For 11-year-old Neora and 8-year-old Amuna, it's time for violin lessons. In the pandemic, their teacher, Renita Lerman, is giving instruction over Zoom.
So can we just start with singles, not doubles yet?
She makes me play it over and over again until I get it right.
It's the personal touch without the touch.
I think that's a great tempo. Now.
And while COVID may have changed Lerman's manner, it did not change her mission. Lerman is the executive director of Suzuki Harmony, a nonprofit that provides private music lessons for under-resourced families.
Good. What does that little for mean? The reason why we are a nonprofit is because we allow families to pay what they are able.
Do you have friends?
In many underserved communities, music education is not just at the bottom of the priority list. It may not be on the list at all.
I grew up with the violin. I've been playing it since I was 4. And then I go into this school and none of these kids had seen a violin. Like, they had never been able to touch one. And that just opened my eyes immediately. Like, oh, this is not something that everyone has access to.
That's why she started Suzuki Harmony, named after the Japanese musician who believed that every child's musical talent can be nurtured.
Little kids, they can do it. Their bodies are like, and their brains are just sponges.
She is dedicated and she's patient. She works so well with the children.
In her first year, back in 2017, she had just 3 students. That number is now up to 30. What do you like about playing the violin?
That it makes pretty music.
And now Neora hopes to be a music teacher when she grows up. Your goal is not to play with the St. Louis Symphony?
That sounds nice.
Okay, give it a shot. Top violin.
Striking a chord with kids no matter where they come from. Renita Lerman and Suzuki Harmony, giving the gift of music.
Renita has a big heart, and if she was able to teach every child in the St. Louis area, she would do it.
Thank you for coming to your lesson.
Thank you for teaching us.
If you'd like to help Suzuki Harmony's mission, we can link you to their website when you go to the story on KSDK.com.